What's up? What do you mean? Yeah. Okay. For friends or night out? Both? Okay. 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 Nayeli acts around her, or how she acts around, and then Nayeli. Yeah. Right. 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 Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, Nayeli needs to learn respect. She really doesn't. To be honest, she doesn't show it towards me very much. Um, so, like, she'll when I tell her to go and hey, we need to get this done, she'll say no, I'll do it later instead of doing it right away. Or like when I'm like, hey, we gotta get this done, I'll end up doing all the work and she doesn't do anything. So I think learning respect in this manner is definitely going to be very valuable for her. So yeah, I mean, personally, I think she really needs to start. Um, she needs to start working at being more respectful and working and showing that she really wants to do karate. So I think her missing the belt test this time around and having her do the belt test the next time will just make her, if she really wants to do karate, work for it more. You know. So I agree on that. As far as like other consequences, I would suggest that if Naomi wants to have her friend over or spend time with her friend, that she needs to be a good example for her friend. And she needs to be a leader. And that means that if any shenanigans that goes on, whether Lily starts it or not, she really needs to, take up and be more responsible. And if she wants to have her friend around, that's what she needs to do. She needs to be more honest and upfront about situations like that. I'm sorry, I'm streaming, or I was streaming, but I have to stream. So I'm trying to keep it short and sweet here. But aside from that, her missing the belt test, her needing to be more responsible. Yeah, I think it would be a good idea because I think that the dog something she needs to learn. And I think having a third party be like, hey, you need to respect not only your family, but yourself, and, the relationship become important. Alright, I'm going to be picking up for karate tomorrow, so, I can talk to you then too. Alright, I'm done. All right, I'm back. Okay, so We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do an archetype of physical. And the reason the archetypes are important, and I got cut off on the explanation, is they have different benefits depending on which one you choose. And it also kind of changes the outcome and the ending of certain ways that you play this game. And you'll have a fully different experience whether you choose the thinker versus sensitive versus physical. So I've already done the first two, the playthrough on thinker, the playthrough on sensitive, so we're going to go through as a playthrough on physical. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, so I was talking before the call. But the good news is, assuming you can hear me now, we're all set. I might have had my microphone muted unintentionally.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Alright, so this game is going to have a whole bunch of series of responses that you can do, and they can get kind of wacky. There's a really early example. I'm not going to spoil it because it's super funny if you do it without realizing that you can do it. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Alright, so we have the option of this is great, give me some more, what's that about X something? Let's see, which one do I want to do? What version of this character do I want to play as? So we're very physical. In order the amount of time passes, it is utterly void of struggle, no ex-wives are contained within it. I think we're going to do this is great.
Yes, it is.
Give me some more.
Sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
Alright, we're going to do... How about you cough up something more of that... Cough up some more of that sweet oblivion.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Alright.
Right. Nothing down to fuck all borough.
Alright, we have the option of a return trip to the Silence, please. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Look, there's an I'm tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit? I think we're gonna do this.
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over. The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the soul bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Alright, so now we have the option of, Mother, help me, there's a head attached to my neck, and I'm in it. And stop. I don't want to hear anything more than this sensation, about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. I'm going to do the Mother, help me.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Alright, we're going to do, help, someone, cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Alright, we're going to open our eyes. Oh, I'm sure you have. I'm sorry, that sounds awful, to deal with a headache like that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and open our eyes. We're going to see what this world contains. Alright. We're completely naked. Good to see. We got an awful headache. And we're going to just start looking at all the stuff in the room. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. We're going to get our pants.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
We're going to fish them out.
Whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Alright, good to know. We got our keys. We're going to look at this window.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Alright, we're going to look out.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Okay, so with the visual calculus that we're looking at, so with this game, there's going to be a series of dice rolls that you have to do in order to, like, essentially, they're skill checks. And we have an even 42% chance of getting this correct. So we're going to go ahead and wait. We're going to go ahead and pick up some more of the stuff lying around the room, and then we're going to come back to this. All right, we got a fan with a tie on it.
2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
All right, we're going to start by pulling on the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
All right, we're going to go ahead and grab the tie. So savoir faire, that's kind of like your flexibility, dexterity kind of roll. We're going to go ahead and open up the menu and go over that in a second. But if you notice, if you do things prior to doing something, you can actually increase your odds of success with your dice rolls. So because we turned off the fan and it's no longer moving, taking off the tie is going to be much easier. So we're going to have lots of times where we run into situations that are much like this. So we're going to go ahead and grab our tie.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
All right, we got it off the blade.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
We're going to go ahead and leave the light bulb off. We'll turn it on later, but let's go ahead and grab stuff in case we just need to run into any more skill checks. All right. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was still playing, or while the song was playing. We're going to take this empty cassette tape. Looks like we got a shoe, left foot. And I really love the attention to detail in this game. Alright, we got our disco ass blazer. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. White satin shirt. That's what we picked up. We got a mirror.
The mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Alright, so we have the option of really? Nothing? Wipe the mirror. No way, I'm not doing this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do really nothing.
Really? All recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. With all the synapses you've extinguished, it's a miracle you can even think this sentence. You've interrupted a true act of self-annulment here.
Okay. Also, one thing I kind of want to mention is that there are certain parts of the character's personality that'll start talking to you in this game, and I really, really like this about this game, is it kind of adds a bit of flair to the way that you play it. So, for example, we have electrochemistry. And electrochemistry is going to be... We'll go ahead and define everything later. But, for example, we'll have something like electrochemistry. We'll also have stuff like the savoir-faire attribute that we talked about earlier when we were talking about grabbing the tie off of the fan pop up. And the more you level up those skills, the more often these character traits kind of speak to you. So if you level up your character differently, you'll actually get different chiming in of different parts of the personality, and it's always going to be different depending on how differently you play your character. And we'll see that later going forward. But we're going to go ahead and try wiping the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
All right, we're going to do option 2. Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
Wait, what's wrong?
Begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness, It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
All right, we're going to go and we're going to do, I'm sorry, touch your nose.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
All right, we're going to do, at least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
All right, and then we're going to do option 4.
Behold.
We're going to just kind of soak it in. All right, soak in this character real quick. And one of the other things I love about this game, and I can't glaze this game enough, all right, is the art. Just look at that. Look how much character is represented with this painting here. And these are actually hand painted, I believe. All right, and this is going to be our character. So he's got the mustache that leads to the button chops. He's got nothing right there underneath the chin. It's kind of either trimmed or shaved. I know, right? The art it's fantastique. And we're going to see more of this as we go on. And there are so many awesome characters. This game is goated. It is goated with the sauce. Like I said, I can't glaze this game enough. All right. Now that we soaked it in, all right, we're going to go ahead and continue.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
All right. We got, dear Lord, help me. What is this? Of course I do. It's, is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. You know, this character, he's very physical. I think that also comes with a lot of unearned confidence. We're going to go and we're going to choose, of course I do. It's, I think it's some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
All right. So we got, I think it might be because I'm a superstar. We have, I'm not making it, the face is making it itself. And we have number 3. I have no idea why it's there. It just is. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do number 3. I have no idea why it's there. It just is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay, we're going to do no. This is what superstars do. Keep making the face.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
All right. We've got a lot of options here. We're going to go ahead and read them all. We got superstardom. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to be suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. And we got 4. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it. It's an expression of pain. So we have a couple of options, and to be completely honest, you really can pick any of them, and they're all kind of funny. This game has really great humor. That's another thing that this game has. And, you know, looking at it, I think it's supposed to be suggestive, meant for the ladies.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens.
All right, we got I promise, lie, and no one tells me what to do. I think we're going to promise lie here, but we'll see. We'll see what we do with it.
You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
Okay, so just as I mentioned earlier, we got different attributes. And we got encyclopedia and electrochemistry. So if we try any of these with the dice roll, especially with how low they are, we have 3% chance in both, it really doesn't make any sense to try it. I mean, we could save scum and save it and just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and see if we get always wins with the double sixes. It's just very, very low. So we're going to not do that right now. Or we can do them. We'll go ahead and do them and see what happens. Because we're going to be coming back to these anyway as we level up our character going forward. We're going to go ahead and dig deep, try encyclopedia, even though our guy is not that smart, and we'll see what happens.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
All right, we're going to try electrochemistry.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
All right. So we got our boy, and we don't know his name. I know his name because I played the game before, but we don't know his name. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click square. And we're going to go and we're going to look at our clothes. And we're going to look at them. So we got necktie. And if you look, all the clothes that you wear give you some kind of bonus or buff. We have necktie, which gives us Inland Empire. We're going to go ahead and we're going to explain everything other than that later in a quick second. We got Esprit de Corps. We have shirt, which is the white satin shirt, and it's got +1 in conceptualization, but -1 suggestion. And it kind of gives you an explanation as to why. Yeah, it's a bad necktie. Like, look at that. It's definitely not doing it for me. And because we don't have both shoes, we don't get any bonus yet. We'll get the shoe in a second. Yeah, it is so bad. But anyway, we're going to look at the pants. We have -1 savoir faire, tied around the thighs. So we got thick thighs. My guy's caked up. Okay, he's got all that cake, and you know he's packing. If it's tight around the crotch, he's packing heat. He's got that thing in, and that gives us +1 electrochemistry. And if you look at the top, the upper left, it says underneath inventory, we got int, psi, FYS, and moto. We're going to go ahead and click L2, and this is going to kind of explain everything. We have intellect, psyche, physique, and motortronics. With this character, the way that it's designed, we have 5 in physique, and we have a 4 in motortronics. So you're really only going to be able to upgrade these particular sections, the 5 and 4, only that high. You can only upgrade these areas. For intellect, you can only put 1 upgrade into them, meaning we're not really going to be that smart. And basically, we're probably going to fail all of these specific they're going to be like skill checks. We're going to fail all the skill checks, most likely, all the high level ones. But as we get on, we're going to learn more about the game, and we can change roughly like how much we can increase these stats. Same with psyche, and then physique and motortronics. We really don't have to do much for these. to really improve them, or like we can improve them the most. We don't have to do anything special to kind of like add to them other than just normal levels. And we'll get those just by enjoying the game. But just as a base, we're going to go ahead and we're going to look over intellect, or you know what? I have a better idea. When we go and level up, we'll come and look at them individually, and we're going to kind of learn and understand these guys a little bit more. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to go look at this,
The
visual
window
calculus.
stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
All right, we failed the check. We really don't need to worry about that one, though. I kind of already know exactly what we need to do. We're going to go out. You have the key. And I'm pretty sure we checked all the room. And my guy went from limping to just walking around just fine. All right, there's something on the table. And as your character runs around and looks at stuff, we'll notice extra things. All right. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. A gust of briny wind washes over you. We're going to pick up our shoe. We got green snakeskin shoes. All right.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
All right, how do they fit?
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
That's good to know. Our composure's pretty good. And if you noticed, you saw the thing that said +1 morale. If you look above the character model in the lower left-hand screen, you'll see the blue sign that's got like 2 bars, and then we got the health sign, or the orange bar, and it's got 5 of them. Those are going to be more important later on when we run into other tasks. It's going to be like health and like sanity, as an example.
Hello, officer.
All right, we got this Shoddy right here. We're going to talk to Shoddy.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
All right, we got Clasier, Miss Aranye, disco dancer. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
All right, we're gonna go, officer. Am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? And then we got... Then why did you call me an officer? I think we're just going to do that. We're going to see later on. This game is quite pro-communist. And we do not like CEOs. Because they're lame.
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. We got, are you sure? You're shitting me. Goddamn right. I'm a policeman, and you don't forget it. And don't you forget it. Okay. We're going to go, you're shitting me. Because this guy does not look like police material. And we say, fuck the police.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
She takes another drag. All this time.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Alright, and what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, Mostly drinking.
Alright, so we got a couple of options. We got, why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? We got suggestion. Challenging. Alright, we got level 12 suggestion. This is not going to work at all. And we got try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. Oh, this is going to be so cringe if I try this. We're going to avoid the cringe. We might try this later, but it's going to be very uncomfortable. Unless you want to make like a very quick chat and say, yes, we should do the suggestion and see the cringe. All right, we're going to... Okay, we're going to avoid the cringe.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't
She
like
puts
the
out her
police around
cigarette
here.
and walks away.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so if we go back, he says perception. She hasn't had time to put on her makeup. This is her morning cigarette. She looks like she looks tired. Her beauty is waning faster than it ought at her age. So this is his perception. Okay, and we're gonna see later why this perception is kind of it's so foreshadowing is a narrative tool. Okay, I'll just say that. But I don't think this is like a negative thing. I think this is just more or less like not a criticization, but more of just a general perception. And we'll see later as to why this is the case.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
We have, what if I don't want to ask questions? And before you go, I have some questions for you. We're just going to go ahead and lean into the desire. For this version of our character, we're just going to lean into the physical, the quick, snappy, kind of like off-the-cuff type things.
Yes.
All right, we got what is it that they have against the police here? Where exactly is here? Where am I? Tell me, is it 51 now, the year? And then we have, your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? And then we have you. Okay, you can go now. We're going to go ahead and just go top to bottom here. It's going to be just relatively, ask questions. We'll learn more lore about this situation as we go on.
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revochol.
All right, so we have, should that mean something to me? Revochol forever. And how about you tell me something else instead? We're going to do Revochol forever. Hell yeah.
Forever and ever.
And ever and ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
All right. So this is another one. Shivers. I believe that's underneath physical, if I'm not mistaken.
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
All right, we have how many centuries has it been?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
She grins. All right, so we have what's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
She nods towards room number 3. We're gonna ask loud disco music? Question mark.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
All right, we got 2 options. We got we go on. All right, and it mostly just gets hard, doesn't it? You know what? That just hit way too hard. Today has been a rough day for me. I had a really bad time at work at the end of the day. Yeah, life just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
All right. Thank you for that. It's all right. It is unfortunately the way things are. All right. So we got. Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in St. Sains. We have what was I singing? And I've heard enough. We're gonna go with was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
What else?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself is very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Okay, we got I'm sorry. We got when you say wounded, do you mean like a cool way, like a wild beast? And then we have then what happened and I've heard enough. We're gonna avoid saying I'm sorry. There's a reason for that, but we're gonna avoid it. We're gonna say this. When you say wounded, do you mean like in a cool way, like a wild beast? You know, because we're gonna go with the character that's thinks very highly of himself, but also doesn't.
Yes. It was very cool. Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
All right, we got, are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? And then we have, that's so me. What did I do? And we have, you're making this up. I would never behave like that. We're going to go with, that's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Okay, we got options. We got, was there anything else? Please tell me there wasn't anything else. And then we have, it prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more. And then we have, I've heard enough. A part of me really wants to say, it prides me to hear this. Tell me more. Tell me if there was more. Because, just to see how funny it gets.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Sounds like you were in some real fundamental pain there, Muscle Man.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
All right, we're going to go ahead and say, okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
At least we didn't try to flirt with her. That would have been an awful experience. An awful exchange.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
All right, we got the what now? Am I a smoker? And then, nah, discard the thought. Yeah, that would have been so bad. There's a lot of situations like that where you can really do some really cringe stuff. And, yeah, I'll give you an example. I'll save it right before we do something earlier or next in the game, just to save us the embarrassment of the situation. But we'll just see how it plays out first. Because the great thing about video games is you don't have to live with the consequences of your actions. All right. We're going to do with the what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It once smokes.
All right, we got, am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
And then it says, but she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
All right, we got, yes, I should do that. Yes, I should do that enthusiastically. I should not do that. I'll make it priority number 1, and then we'll think about it. You know, I'd really, in my previous playthroughs, I always avoided all the drugs in the game. And, you know, I like the idea that, because from the context of this game, he goes through a huge bender, which we clearly see. He's hungover, his room is destroyed. And I don't think drugs are his number 1 friend. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, well, I'll think about one. Or we'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Yes, it does. We're going to take the 40 cents. We're greedy little penny pinchers. We're going to pinch all them pennies. Trompe Lamont. Okay. We're going to go downstairs. Oh, I forgot about the music. The music's good too. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a save on the game, and we're gonna do new save. And the reason for this is it gets funny, and the consequences are major. Summer door closed for the winter. Yeah, I mean, it's funny cringe. It's funny cringe. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing it. Or into it. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do the karaoke. And if it's too much, we can we could just avoid the cringe as much as possible.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Alright, we got my soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal sized. Yeah, we're definitely doing the karaoke. We're definitely doing it. We have my soul is puny, and we have my soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. You know what? We're gonna do the smart intellectual choice of my soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course. At this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard.
Yes, it does. Right? Yeah, it is totally valid.
Through a PA system.
Yes, it does need to be heard through a PA system.
By other people.
Yes, by other
Whether
people.
they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
All right. We got this goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm a down on my luck superstar person. And then we have what should I sing when it comes, or when it comes to it. We're gonna go with this one.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
Oh yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna go and try it.
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
All right, we got. Of course, they'll really. I'm sorry. They'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. And then we have. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from the ostentatious orchestrations, folks. No, we're definitely going to do the first one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one.
No one.
You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
This feels right. You belong here. Alright, we got Oh yeah, we're gonna take this. Just taking everything. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300." I believe that's 1 o'clock. Inside, you catch a glimpse of union paraphernalia, a strike poster. Yeah, I didn't get the last of that. A sign reads, "Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600." Or about 5. We're going to avoid this guy. My man's right here. We're going to avoid him. We're going to look at this. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. We got this cute little old lady just sitting in her wheelchair. We got a bottle. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Yeah, you're probably right. It is 4 p.m. I'm bad with the like 1600, anything that's not like the conventional, 12 on 12 or clocks. It just doesn't make any sense to me. All right, sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping on the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Oh yeah, we're going to take his pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Alright, we're going to inspect the piece of plastic on his carabiner.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
We're going to go ahead and steal it. We're going to steal his ID.
You fumble with the spring-loaded gate of the carabiner, but to no avail. The dangling items refuse to come like fucking sleigh bells. What are you doing? You're...
Stop finger-fucking him, officer! For these oaks and their stuff. Even Sleepy there.
Oh my god. Alright, we got... Wait, no, I wasn't... I'm just checking if the man's feeling okay. Oh, man. Yeah, yep. Yeah, he just said that. This was actually the first time that I ran into this. Hopefully we're gonna keep this, but we'll see. This wasn't the cringe I was talking about, but yeah, this is kind of the cringe you can just run into if you fail stuff that you're not supposed to. No, what? No, I wasn't. I'm just checking if the man's feeling okay. You stay out of this, bartender. We might be dealing with a criminal here. Let me work. How do I want to answer this? All right, we're gonna go with the first one. Yeah. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Yes, sure. Criminal.
Yep. Let him cook.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Well, that's a bummer. We failed those checks. All right.
Hello, sweetie.
All right, we got Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. All right. So this is going to be the cringe I'm talking about. We're going to go ahead and have this...
man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
All right, we're going to look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Stegoarius Skua."
All right. We got, what happened to the bird? Can I help you with that? We got, that's the Great Skua, right? And say nothing. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna go through this. And we're gonna see what happens.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
We have, what do you mean, my buddy? And then we have, I'm a cop and I talk to whoever I please. We're going to let this go to his head a little bit.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
We're going to do, are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know...
He shrugs. Alright, we're going to go ahead and leave. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the interaction I was speaking of until after we talk to my boy over here.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
We're going to go ahead and shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Hell yeah, that's right. We are from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
We're going to go ahead and try to invent a name for myself. Conceptualization. It's not going to work, but you never know.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
We got, it's so cool. It's very cool, but I won't come off... but won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that? It's very, very cool, but maybe it's just a bit too ostentatious. And then we have just to say that. We're going to go with... We're going to just call ourselves Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well...
He doesn't even process what you just said. It just moves on.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do... You mean him? Nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
We have, yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. We have, what interviews? We have, I have, yes, and I haven't. We're going to go with we're going to go with I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
And then we have the answer of dead body? I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, yeah, no, and then completely. We're going to just go ahead and we're going to go and answer no.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
All right, we have the option of technically you don't know, you haven't, I guess. That's true, but we haven't because we don't know, and it's probably best to say no, we haven't because we don't know. But it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. So we got the options of don't worry about the body, I'll rip it down. We have what if I told you I'm not really a police officer? And then we have how can you be so sure I'm from the police? We have number 4, but I can't remember anything. 5, what were we supposed to do again? And then we have 6. Let's get going then. We're gonna go and we're gonna say, but I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead...
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that, so cigarettes will have to do.
All right, and then we're gonna just do... Let's get going then. We're gonna go ahead and talk to the manager.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
We're gonna say it wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing.
Oh yeah.
I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna definitely use the shortwave.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Yes?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go through these real quick.
What do you want to know?
All right, we got literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
All right, we got... I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief. Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, The RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go through these options real quick. I'm in the middle of eating dinner, so I'll turn the mute. I'm gonna mute myself, and then we're just gonna go through the options, and we're gonna just hear what's going on.
That's us, the Revochol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Dinner's alright. I've been trying to eat it like since the stream started, so it's cold now, but we're almost done. We're at the home stretch.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers' union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Oh, it sure does. It definitely does get more mysterious than that. But we'll see. It really just depends as to how everything pans out with the dice rolls. You'll see. We'll get there.
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the Union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case.
Alright, we got... if we're from different precincts, then why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
All right, so we got. I don't remember being in on anything. You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia. And then we got. Tell me about it. We're gonna go and we're gonna say retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and let it go. We'll come back to this later.
Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna answer. You. I think you should know. I can't remember anything.
No
Okay.
response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench.
We're gonna go ahead and say nothing. Don't want to be rude, because to be completely honest, Kim is he's my man's. He's my man's.
The lieutenant glances at his electronic wristwatch. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
All right, we got 3 different options. We'll work better together if we have more rapport. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. You're right. What's there to know about a lame bino card? We're gonna avoid that one, because that's a little sus. It's a sus response. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do building rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
All right, we got you're wearing glasses. We're just gonna go down the list. We're gonna see how bad it gets.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
All right, we're gonna not call him a Beano. We're gonna say glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome. That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
All right, we have what is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
All right, we got, okay, I guess it's not interesting then. And then we have, you're making it sound uninteresting. You're only making it sound interesting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revochol.
All right, we got, tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
The lieutenant nods.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome. What do you mean?
All right. You know when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations like with your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, we're gonna say. So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook, and you're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
We are special.
Good. Let's change the subject.
We're not gonna say this. You seem to be following me. I think that's just gonna get us into trouble. All right. Oh, thank you for the autosave. We definitely needed it. We're gonna go and do some cringe now. Are we ready for cringe?
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yeah, we're ready for cringe. The lieutenant glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use Detective Rafael Ambrose Costeau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Yeah, yep. Currently in between names.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant. Right? Yeah, mood.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
Yeah, we're gonna use the slip of paper to call Sylvie.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Alright, so we have... Oh, you mean, do I have questions? Ask them. Yeah, we're just gonna ask questions.
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just go through the list.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
Alright, and how do we get there
That's
then?
easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The Unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and ask, did you kill him? Because it does get... It gets funny. This isn't the cringe, though.
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Alright, we're gonna hound him.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Do I have to answer him? It's mandatory.
The lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable.
Oh my god, dude, yeah.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone? Have you killed someone else then?
He ignores you. More. Press on. Push through.
Oh, we're gonna say, did you kill Sylvie?
Fuck you, man. That's a real pity.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Oh.
She went away because none of your business. Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Okay, yep. We're gonna ask what's real, and then we're gonna go move to this, to Savoir Flair. We should have taken our pants off first in order to be successful, but... And I don't even know what success looks like. But you know what? There's a 58% chance we're gonna make it. So...
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revochol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes,
right.
real is still money.
Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and say, but what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Alright, we're gonna answer, since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Alright. We're gonna show him the money and say, is this money?
Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
$100 times smaller.
Yes.
But that's horrible.
He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Alright, we have, isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here? I don't have a home. I don't remember where my home is. We have, fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the streets. I'll see what I can do.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this...
Good luck.
Aw, man. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and load it. We're gonna do the cringe, and then we'll come back. We kind of did a little bit of cringe. But we're gonna bust in with more cringe.
The man...
Mister.
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so...
I'm currently in
Fantastic.
between names.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at this...
No, I...
Do you have her?
As a matter of...
This sound...
You said you just...
What? Of...
But you still...
Yes.
I didn't imply that. I have everything. You?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions behind this? That's easy. Behind this bill. That's easy. See that? I don't know.
He doesn't know.
What are you?
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your mouth.
Oh, thank you. Oh, the low...
The debar...
I don't really know. I would suppose...
You mean the...
Yes, the strike.
The lieutenant turns the page.
She went away because none of your business. Oh my God. What? She went away. Oh my God. What?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You
All right, we're gonna go ahead and...
30 Real.
We're gonna go ahead and do this, and then if we fail, we'll reload it again, and we'll try to pass it with my pants off. Uh-oh.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger. Furiously. With both hands. Why?
Alright, we got... The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she? Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both my hands to flip him off? Why both? And then we got shout, fuck you, asshole. Alright, we're gonna do this.
That's true. Yes. And it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him.
Watch out!
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon. Admit it, you just missed the quarter light, the darkness on the edge of town. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Are you okay?
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In a... The man with the
Mr.
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Fantastic.
Right.
No,
Do you have...
as a matter of...
This...
You said you...
What? Of...
But you still...
Yes,
I didn't imply that. Detective, I have everything. You?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind... That's easy. Behind this... That's easy. See that door? She went away because... Oh my God. What is your... I don't know.
He doesn't know. He just said...
Oh, The low...
The debar...
I don't really know. You'll have... I would suppose...
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man...
The lieutenant turns the page.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around.
Watch out!
Everything goes. The man with the unimpressive beard notices.
Mister,
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi.
Fantastic. That's wonderful.
Sir,
Yes, of course.
I know it took a...
No, I only...
Do you have her?
As a matter of...
This
You said you...
What? Oh,
But you still...
yes,
I didn't imply that. I have everything. The body was...
behind this...
And how...
See that door?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger. Furious.
Watch out!
Everything goes.
Back so soon.
The man.
Mister,
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Fantastic.
Right.
No, I only...
Do you have her?
As a matter of...
This sound.
You said you...
What? Of...
But you still...
Yes,
I didn't imply... I have everything.
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind this, that's easy. Behind this, that's easy. Behind this, that's easy. See that door there? I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Oh, the low...
The...
I don't really... I would suppose...
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike.
The lieutenant turns.
She went away because... Oh my god, what is... She went away... Oh my god, what is...
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me Oh,
The IIR, or
no, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment... Let's see. Another thing you've annihilated is... What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. Yes, it is. No, you see, that's... It is.
he demonstratively suppresses.
I'm sorry.
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? Officer.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? I'm sorry if I was being overly familiar. I know we've... You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Maybe my thing was unplugged. Thanks. All right. We have, you seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? We got, I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. We got Sweetie needs money. Do Sweeties get money? Oh man, that's such a cringe question to ask. We're gonna do the cringe of you seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
We have what is a paraplegic? Could I become a paraplegic? I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Move on. Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. We're gonna go ahead. What is a paraplegic?
It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say.
Were you a rugby player? Were you a mountaineer? Were you a tightrope walker? Oh man. We're gonna ask if she was a rugby player.
Oh no, far from it. Although, I did come out to watch the boys play when I was in school. Oh, those tan calves.
Wait, is she into calves? She likes some ankles? Yeah, they are questions.
She blushes, surprised by her own boldness.
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair. Alright, so should we ask, can I become a paraplegic? Or should we just continue? No! Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, we're not going to ask if we can become a paraplegic. We're going to go ahead and... Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
Alright, we're going to skip how'd you like to roll with me, and we're going to go with I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
We got in Revochol, the edge of civilization, in hell. We're all in hell. See, I have no idea. In Revochol.
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revochol.
We have, honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revochol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revochol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revochol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
All right, it's the spring of 51. Sure, it's the year 973. All I know is that as we are approaching the end times, it's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. We're going to answer it's the spring of 51, since we already figured that out.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Kind green ape pen. That's actually the first time I ever got that item. Now we can sell it.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first maybells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver passes.
Now, the lady spoke of tea. I'm definitely going to get myself some tea right now. And we're going to enjoy some tea while we play the rest of the game.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh, I've done the karaoke. I've done it where I passed, and I've done it where I failed. I like passing the karaoke, and to pass it every single time, you always got to look like the craziest dude, and you'll see. You'll see when we get there. We got some kind of democracy, maybe. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me that it's not. And we have our leaders are fierce warriors who've traversed the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations, determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass. Oh, yeah, so we have to go and get the tape to do the karaoke. That's going to happen much later in the game. Closer towards, like, the middle. We're at the very beginning. We haven't even really started the game. It's a long game. It's a lot of questions. There's a lot of stuff like this. All right. We were at... we are governed by intelligent machines. Yeah. We're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. See, yeah, hustles and grinds like a badass. Woohoo. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Women. Why did he have to emphasize that? And then we got cop. We are living under a cop regime. All right. What's your guess? What regime are we living under here? All right, we're going to answer cop. We're going to answer cop. Even though we could totally answer... I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me that it's not.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revochol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government?
All right, we're going to do dictatorship of the proletariat.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revochol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
Dictatorship of the proletariat. All right, if there's no government, how come there are cops? I don't even know what to say. I'm just so disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
All right, if there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revochol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
All right, we got... So how did I do? What is the revolution you mentioned? Who could tell me more? We're going to go with... So how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in...
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
All right, what does that have to do with there not being any cops? But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Of course, Steve.
All right, we're not going to ask for money. We're not going to be really cringe and petty. Bro, open the door. There we go. Hell yeah. Pigs go home. Alright, we're gonna talk to the lady.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
Hell yeah.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Alright, we need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there.
She's relieved someone has come from even all the way over here. There's a drop of death in the spring air.
Sick.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What is in the
The
east?
harbor gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water, water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem.
Alright, what's with the fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
Point to the sign that says fuck the police.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
And then what about the other side? Pigs go home. Who are these pigs?
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't...
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't. Me? I am just a gardener. I'm working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty...
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Salts? Ammonium salts? Perhaps useful for later.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Really? None. Maybe just a...
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and equip our gloves. It's gonna add interfacing. And we're gonna go to our items. We got our Kind Green Ape pen worth $1, 1 real, and 35 real cents. Damn, we're really doing ourselves a disservice with the pants. All right. We're going to go ahead and internalize. So one thing that you'll learn in this game is you got to like internalize stuff, and this is going to give us extra bonuses when we finish the internalization. It's going to add +1 encyclopedia, factual memory turns, research takes 6 hours and 5 minutes. Probably should have started that earlier, but here we go. Oh, we gotta find a bag.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
We're gonna go ahead and say good mailbox and pat the box.
The box seems eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Yes, good mail delivery box. Oh my gosh. We got I Feel You mail collection box. I've been there mailbox. And then we got mail collection box. You should man the fuck up. All right, we're gonna do Ben
The
there.
mail collection box seems cathartic, thankfully, and then suddenly you see it.
All right, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go and what's this? Rue de Saint Gelin, 8B. Oh, let's go ahead and inspect this. Inspect it.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. You look at everything. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
All right, we're gonna avoid that because we're hungover.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Oh, that's a bummer. But okay. Yeah, when you go, I'll go ahead and log off because it doesn't look like you have anybody else who's watching. So, yeah. That way you can keep up with the story. And I might stream for Saturday. I might stream Saturday. In case you want to tune in.
Just a trash container. There is no such thing. Your fingers start to itch just looking at it.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
Did someone say pry bar?
Yeah, I think I'll do Saturday. And I think the only thing I gotta do on Saturday is hit the gym. Because I'm gonna be going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Sunday, I gotta pick up my daughter, so definitely not Sunday.
Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this...
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Yells the other kid behind the fence.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Yeah. We got stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it. We're gonna go, hold on, what does this mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes the sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling
What? You want to fuck Kuno now? That's it? That's all you've got? No! Got your ass handed to you by the Kuno? Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man? You wouldn't believe the pussy Kuno tears up.
Oh my god, dude.
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, the kid is mentally indeficient.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basket.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions.
Like a cop.
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Yeah, it's fucking okay. Gotta have a gimp for rock practice.
Don't ask the pigs for permission, Kuno. Don't ask the pigs for shit.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revochol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, that's his thing. You'll see.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, he's one of the more disliked characters in this game.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revochol.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Yeah.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
Oh, do I just beat the shit out of this kid? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do... What is the 6th charade?
No! you sick fat fuck! No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes...
This is where Kuno establishes...
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Help! Misters, help!
rolling super hard.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Alright,
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the ass!
Alright. Now are we gonna just beat this kid? Are we gonna punch him in the face? Yes or no in the chat. Alright, we're gonna try punching him in the face. Oh, we miss. Oh!
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it...
Pig, you not to cry. Kuno can't believe this shit. Can no one stop the Kuno? Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened?
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up.
Yeah, you deserve this. Trying to show your dick to Kuno. Kuno was scared.
Yeah.
Kuno beat the shit.
I told you not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
As you breathe in, the odor...
Oh, we got it! We got it! We got it!
...telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Damn, this is the first time I've done that.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons. Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel, fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
What if he was just wearing the boots? There's no rest of the armor.
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death. The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless and synthetic.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking
For
about?
a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby. Nod to the boots.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them? Of course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware? All right.
That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch. Your fist connects to the boot with the same ding. The sound does not appear. The only difference is a barely audible click underneath. Sounds like the end of a long dice roll.
Did you hear that? A click? This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
All right, we're going to go ahead and, since you got to leave, I'll go ahead and leave, and then from there, we'll pick it up on Saturday. Cool? All right. Thank you for joining me. It's all right. All right. Bye.